Episode 4, The Cost of Awakening, Ubizo, Season 1. Sawubona to you, sawubona to yours. From one great spirit to another. Igama lami uThulani Malevu. Welcome to Ubizo. Today we speak the truth very few want to say aloud. Awakening cost you everything you thought you knew. Not just your comforts, not just your old beliefs, but your identity, your illusions, and your place in the world. Because to become you, the real you, some things must die. There's a sacrifice of truth also that must happen. The world wants you to believe that awakening is peace. They want you to believe that it's light and glow-ups fail. But quite frankly, awakening is war. The war within. It is the slow, painful death of who you were so you can be born anew. You lose friends who can't handle your truth, or rather, perspective and ideas change, and you realize that you'd rather stick to what you consider your truth. You lose beliefs that once kept you safe. You lose the comforts of ignorance. In isiZulu we say, ukuhamba kuzala induna. Direct translation in English being, traveling the journey gives birth to a leader. Therefore, I encourage you to go on those journeys. Travel, for you will become a leader. Awakening forces you to walk alone sometimes because the path of truth is not crowded. Also, I've just come to realize that there's a grief of letting go that sort of exists with the cost of awakening. I'm not sure if you've ever felt it, but please do let me know. That quiet grief when you say goodbye to the old you, when you watch your reflection change and you no longer recognize the face staring back. It's like bearing your own spirit only to find that it's waiting for you, deeper and stronger. Ukufa kwendoda ngaphezu kokufa komzimba. Direct translation in English being, the death of a man is more than the death of the body. The death of all identities runs deeper than physical death. It's interesting because you can't see it, but it truly does. It just runs deeper than the physical death of the actual body. It's true what they say, that's the biggest, everything starts in the unseen. And I would like you when you come across this to truly be in sync with that 24/7 if you can. Be still and exist in that awareness and that knowing that you are first in the unknown. Greatness is birth in the darkness. This is the cost of awakening. So many more people have gone through what you and I might be going through or have gone through. Let's shed a bit of love. This grief is necessary because it means you are becoming something real. I buried myself to meet myself. I would like to, right about now, encourage you to do the same thing. I buried myself beneath layers of fear and old beliefs, forgotten truths and false comfort. I watched my shadows burn, my past selves die, and through that smoke, I saw light. Not a light outside me, but one rising from the ashes of who I was, calling me forward. There's a rebirth that took place. But here's the secret. The cost is the gift. Because when the old falls away, you find your freedom. You find clarity. You find power not given but claimed. You become the leader of your own soul. And that is worth every loss. I'd like to challenge you real quick. I have a couple of questions for you. So I ask you today, what have you had to lose to become who you really are? That's one. Two, what part of yourself, have you buried? What part, even right now, would you say you are bearing? What grief do you carry alone? And then if that grief is your greatest strength, what is that pain? What if that pain is your true power? Mama often says, everything that happens to me happens for me. I'm not saying take this and run with it, but it helps in terms of how you view and you change and see things when things are thrown at your way, and you have that awareness, that knowing that even the most trying of times, you're just like, oh well, what can I learn from this? It's turned out to work beautifully for me. Right about now, just before saying bye-bye to each other, I would like you to please take a deep breath. Close your eyes, if you may. May you feel the weight of your losses. Think about it if need be. If you want to put your hand on your chest, you're more than welcome to do that. Just breathe in and out slowly. Could be that I'm not good enough. Could be that I'm not worthy of this moment. It could be that, who am I to even dare? You are everything and more. You are more than worthy. This is yours for the taking. Enough? Listen, that idea wouldn't even be there to begin with if you were not enough. For it comes your way simply because you've got it. You are it. You are the shit. It's amazing. I appreciate also just being able to have this chat on Ubizo, because I think for generations to come, I would look back and be glad that I pursued, that I went on and I did what I did. When I look back and I'm like, yeah, well done, boy. We do things not because, we want fame or we want this. There's a pull that has always been there inside that's just simply been waiting to be activated. And this is true, I would like to think at this moment, for everyone. Obviously, people will have their own opinions, but I genuinely believe that everybody's called with something. And along with your calling, Ubizo lako, somewhere, somehow, there will be the cost of awakening that shall take place. And there's prices is it price or prices? But God, you will have to pay. And you pay with your presence. I've paid dearly with my presence. I'm grateful that I have. I'm still climbing. And I hope this inspires you. There's a lot of things that as a people we go through in the background, the back scenes, if there's such a thing, and others don't see. They're only presented with us when right there and then. Beautiful thing also that we don't look like what we go through, because yo, that would be another reality. But coming back to that deep breath, your eyes being closed and you feeling the weight of your losses, may you say this to yourself, silently or aloud. I honor my grief. I honor my becoming. And may you know deeply within everything that makes up you that you are not alone. This path is walked by every soul who dares to answer the call. You just have to keep going. And in closing, if this episode pierced your heart, I invite you to share your story with us. Use the hashtag Ubizo or the cost of awakening, and hold the space with us. Remember, Awakening is costly, yes, but the prize is a life lived fully awake, fully free. Everything is on your terms. May you have the bravery to push through and just continue. And if you're somebody who is living that life, continue. If you're starting out, you will prove it to yourself by doing it over and over again. So until next time, okuhle, umusa, kanye nokukhanya ekuphileni kwakho. Blessings, mercy, and light upon your journey.